Today I have a gorgeous card successfully using hot foil, and I'm so excited to share with you the process. Hey everyone, it's Cathy Zielske. Welcome back to my channel and my studio. Today I'm using some fun new products from PinkFreshStudio, so to see how my card project comes together, stick around. It's coming up next. Here's a look at the products I'll be creating with, and this is a suite of products called Playful Petals. I have the press plate, the coordinating die cuts, and a layered stencil, and it's going to help me color all of this in. Now there is a stamp set as well, and I do have that, but today I think I'm just going to stick with my press plate and I'm going to do some foiling. Been trying to do a little more with my glimmer machine, so let's get set up to add this matte gold to this end cardstock. I am very awkward when it comes to foil, so I'm going to show you that because I want you to know I want to use more of it because I love how it looks, but the problem is I'm awkward with it. And if I speed it up and make it look really fancy, you're not going to get the gist because it takes a little work. Okay, so I've got this piece here, and the way you want to do it is you want to go pretty side to pretty side. So I'm just going to hold this here for right now. Why do I forget every time I'm doing this? I'm going to trim it down a little bit on the side, okay, because I don't need all of that. So awkward. Get that guy too. Oh, Cathy. And then what we're going to do is we're going to say this little friend is going to be, oh, did I cut it too small? No, I did it just barely. Oh, I almost ruined that one. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tape this into place. That way this will not move and I don't have to worry about it. And it's going to be fine. And even if there's some overfoiling down here, I guess I could trim that off. It doesn't really matter because this does have a die. And so let me bring in my glimmer. Okay, we're nicely heated up here, and I keep it on the floor because I don't have any room. By the way, this cardstock is hammer mill, and now I'm going to put this on here. I'm going to put the little plates on. We're going to do the shim and this plate, the spacer pad, and hit the timer. And as soon as that's ready, I'll be able to run it through my die cut machine. All right, the timer says it's ready, so I loosen. I put it right on here, and I don't really do much other than just put it in and begin to feed it through. And what should happen, I don't know if I'm doing this right. We'll see. We'll see. See, I need to foil more because I always forget if I'm doing it right or wrong. And now we'll take you out. Oh yeah, there we go. Set this back here for now. I'm not going to heat it up yet until I know what is happening. So let's see. Flip you over. And I have my little magnet here, which these actually work great just with this stuff too. Yeah, these nail polish magnets. And then I keep the little pad off to the side where that can cool off and I don't touch that. I think this worked. Let's see, lift it up. Oh gosh, peel and reveal. And let's see if it worked. It did. That, oh my gosh. Wait, there you go. See that? Oh, it's beautiful, and it does like a little bit of deboss as any press plate would. So let me get set up to do both the greetings because I'll use the one that I like best. Alrighty, I have set up the greetings as well, and I'm going to pop these. Hopefully they'll stay in place like that. And again, spacer pad and shim, or shim and spacer pad and timer. All right, the light is solid, and let's run through our greetings. And I just go through slow. It doesn't even feel like there's that much pressure, but there's enough happening here, okay? And you do not want to come back, because if you come back, you could do double foiling. Nobody wants double foiling. All right, you guys go there. this can come out now because I think we're going to be done with our foiling. And let's lift, well, you know what? Let's just go like, yeah, it really does pick them up quite nicely. And you as well. Oh, look at that. Those look beautiful. Let me zoom in here. Okay, those came out great. And of course, when you see, they have the shine. Oh my gosh, that's the best foiling I've ever done. All right, I'm gonna get set up for ink blending. One of the things I like to do when I get something like this is I'm gonna follow the colors suggested because it always helps me to get a feel for the product. Now, what's kind of cool here is you have 5 different layers, but when we get to layer 2, there is both a detail for the flowers, but also that part right there. So these are both part of that stencil, and I just think that's good to point out. Now, are these numbered? You know, honestly, I guess it doesn't really matter. I think I'm going to start with the flowers first and then move on. So I'll get this set up, and I'm using my grip mat here to hold both my stencil and my ink pad. And it just takes me a minute to kind of see, all right, am I good? Did I get it? Am I lined up? And once I have it, I'm good. But I will be using some Post-it notes to just make sure that I protect little areas here and down here as needed. And again, I will make sure all of the colors are listed. I've gone ahead and cleaned off my brushes. I also have a brown brush that I'm going to use. So let's get started adding our color. And so that is the finished piece. Sometimes when I'm going to lift it off my mat, I'll just lift the mat because then it kind of releases the piece. But look at how pretty that is. It's so simple. It has the beautiful shine, and I think that turned out great. So I'm going to grab my die cut machine and cut both of these, the greetings and this out with the coordinating dies. I've got the coordinating die taped into place, and I'm going to run this through my machine. I love how these colors dry back. They're so beautiful. And when I use the tape, I'm careful not to put any tape on the actual foil part because I don't want to lift any foil. But look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, love it. And let's go ahead. I usually flip my plates. I'm going to cut out both these greetings, and then I can decide which one I want to use for my project. Okay. And now we have the best wishes, which looks beautiful, and thanks for showing you care. So 2 greetings. I think I will also cut out a couple more layers out of the extra cardstock just to give that a little more heft and dimension, and then we'll start designing the final card. I'm going to prepare a note card. This will be a top folding US A2. So this will fold down to be 4 1/4 wide by 5 1/2 tall. I'll give that a nice press first with the Teflon bone folder. And I'm going to add a little spatter to the card before I put the elements on. I'm going to layer in a couple colors here. I'm going to use the apricot ink. Just kind of squish some down here. And we'll wet this down like that. Pick that up. Hopefully that's enough water. We'll see. And I'm just going to do a few little spatters here just to kind of frame it out. And then I'm going to use some of this, the Distressed Spritz Fossilized Amber. And what this does is just add shine. So while this will dry nice and matte, this has a lovely metallic hue in it. I don't know how to describe it. It's, you know what I'm saying. And I don't even need to clean this brush. I'll just pick it up, tap some off, and then try to get some on here. So that way, it'll have a little bit of shine. All right, I'm just gonna let that dry and then we'll add the floral element and greeting to the card. I have placed thin foam squares, oh come on, last one there, all over the back of this piece. Now, what I'm going to do, I don't think I'm going to put glue on here. I thought it would be nice to sort of follow the angle of the card, but with the spatter. And so I'm just going to place that right here, just a little angle. Isn't that pretty with the little spatter? And again, when you catch it in the light, it has gold as well. And now I think all I have to do is figure out how I want to do the greeting. Do I want it to be more of like a best wishes, gathering the bouquet? Do I want to have this be, oh, that's kind of cute too though. Thanks for showing you care. You know what? I like that. And that fits perfectly with the foam squares. So I'm going to do that. And then I'll save this for another project. This I will do just a little liquid glue before I pop it down because I want to have that little tiny bit of float time. But I know that that doesn't have a foam square, so this can go right here like that and have a little overlap right here at the bottom. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I love it. Let me put a few gold beads on to finish this out. I've got this calls for confetti gold beads. I love this because it has a really small one. Just 5 here on either side of the image. I love this floral. It's just so pretty. Boop. And it's very graphic and simple. Boop. I love how the stems cut through, but nothing is touching anything else. I just think it's really clever design. Boop. Boop. And boop. And that is my finished card project. So this is probably one of my most successful foilings to date. Look at that shine that it has on it. And that stencil just gives it such a fun way to easily color it in. It's such a time saver. I love how this turned out. You can find links to all of the products I used in today's video in the YouTube description box. I'll also have a blog post with details and photos. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, I'd love to have you, so please hit that subscribe button and be sure to hit the notification bell so that you don't miss the next time I post. Thanks so much for watching and have a great day.